Hey all, Snakeo here with another figure review. This time I have the PlayArts Kai Resident Evil 5 or Biohazard 5 Chris Redfield. Just a review on this guy. I did a review on her earlier, but I thought I'd do a little action pose of these two. And also he wanted to show you that he is sporting her gun to show that he can hold each other's guns quite easily. So that's why he's got that. This guy arrived a couple of days ago. I've tried one review already, did like it, so I thought I'd do another one quickly. I like this figure, I do really like it. I have like basically one major gripe with it and one minor gripe with it. So let's get on to this guy. First of all, let's get rid of this, and I'll put in his trademark. Oh wow, that really doesn't want to come out. There you go. His trademark machine gun, which I won't bother putting in. This is the machine gun. I can't remember what it's called. It's the little machine gun, the middle machine gun, not the MP5 and not the AK, it's the other one. It's my favourite one in the game, but it's been a while since I played it and I just can't remember what it's called, so sorry. But it's got some single colour, really nice detail. It's all one solid piece apart from the laser, which is glued on, but as you can see mine's a bit warped, so I'm just going to pop that off and then glue it back on a bit straighter. It's not really a big deal. Apart from that, it's perfect condition. Like I said, it's got some really nice details throughout it. So yeah, good gun. Really like that. He then also has his Attache shotgun, which I just carefully put under his knife holster. This too, some really nice details. Just give it a quick focus. Again, sorry, solid colour, and then it's got a it's supposed to be like a wood paint on the grip, but it looks a bit splodgy up close and personal. So it's okay from a distance, but it's meh. There's your little laser sight there. Again, some really nice details in the hand on that. The same as Chev, all the characters have a little pinhole in the handles, and they've got a peg only in his right hand. Left hand is just open, but I'll show you that in a bit. And then he's got his knife, which does not want to come out. There you go. It's really nice blades, massive. I mean, it's like, look at that. It's about, where's the pen? It's nearly 3 inches long. You know, it's like practically the size of some small sword. You know, it's 3 colours. You've got like the wood kind of deco and paint on the grip, and then you've got like a grey metal, and then you've got a silver blade. You can see that quite clearly there. It's really nice, I really like that. And then finally he's got a pistol. Now originally I thought these were exactly the same as Chev's, but if I just get hers, give me a gun. This is Chris's. You know, it's just standard Beretta M9, or in the game it's called the M9 2F, I believe. And this is Chev's, and I don't know how it's going to come up camera, but they are actually a different colour. Hers is a bit more of a silver. Yeah, I think that's coming up quite clear. I don't know why, but maybe just so you can tell them apart. But his is like a really dark black with a bit of sparkle in it to give it like a metalish look. It's really nice, got some beautiful details in it. Very well sculpted, and I'm really happy with that. So that's his accessories. Let's get her out of the way. You may notice on her that her knife is at a bit more of an angle. I just quickly took it off last night and glued it at a bit of a better angle. This is actually how it appears in the game, actually. It's a bit more like that, it's not so straight up. And now she can actually put her leg forward. Yeah, the knife really hindered her articulation, so yeah, that's what Right, as for Chris, let's stand him up, and then I'll give you a height. You don't want to stand up straight? Of course you don't. It's becoming very difficult to review this guy. Alright. Big guy. First thing I noticed when I got to come out of the box is how heavy he is. I was very surprised at that. And he stands at a, what is that? Just under 9.5 inches tall. So he's a very big guy. Excuse me. Let's go with the sculpt. First thing about him is his face. His face has this like bobble effect going all over. It looks like stubble, like going all over his head, which I think looks a bit messy, to be honest. It just doesn't look right. I think that's coming over quite clearly. It should just be on his chin if you ask me, but whatever. And then I think his face looks almost cat-like as well. I don't think it looks like that much like him. but it's okay, you know. I don't really gripe about sculpts that much because, you know I can't do a better job. But that's just like a minor gripe. He's got some nice details in all the texturing on his like his shirt and his muscles. Bit of vein pumpage there with steroids, gloves, his trousers, knee pads, shoes. All great, very greatly detailed. It looks truly amazing. I don't know if that's looking a bit green on my camera. That's so weird. It's not actually green. Weird. Yeah, really nice. And on the back you got his little pouches, his little radio, and his little whatever the hell this thing's supposed to be, knife holder, I guess. All in all, like I said, it's a really nice figure. He looks great. The sculpt is absolutely amazing on him. So no complaints really there. Okay, now onto his articulation. His head is on a double peg, so he's got basically a single ball in there and a single ball in his neck, so you get quite a good like range of motion from that. If I do use the hand, you can see that a bit clearer. And it goes down quite nicely, goes up, not massive amounts because his hair stops him, but with his back you can get enough. And obviously you have to be careful because he's got the wire from his radio going there, so you don't want to turn him too viciously, but you can turn him probably a full 360 if it weren't for the wire, so that's fine. The torso, and now we'll go shoulders. Now this is my complaint. The shoulders are just really overly complicated and weird and stupid, if you ask me. They're basically this, I don't know how well you can see this little black part in there. That basically pegs in about here, and that spins here, like inside the shoulder, so the whole thing can spin on that. Then it's got a disc joint at the end. Ow, something just stabbed my elbow. It's got a disc joint at the end which allows you to go up and down. Okay, then where the disc is attached to the shoulder can then rotate, so you can then rotate on that disc there. So that's how you get his arm into this position, or that position. You can then go under if you really want to, but it's annoying, and you have to like proper wiggle this and twist that and bring this and do that just to get him in any kind of position. And then what position you can get him in is very restricted by this. Why they just didn't do the same as Sheva and just do a simple ball disc and a simple cut, I do not know. There's no bicep cut whatsoever. That's the only kind of rotation you get is with that, and it's very hard to use, it's very difficult, and it is not good at all. I kind of get why they wanted to keep the whole sculpt of the sleeve of his little BSSA little logo, but I said BSSA BSAA, but it's just it ruins the figure for me. I'm fathoming a way to try and fix that, to make it just a simple ball and then a cut, but you know, this guy's expensive to replace. Our last check to buy this guy was I think £189, not dollars, so it's a hell of a lot of money just on a figure. You know, I'm not happy about spending that much money on a figure. I'm kind of like biting my lip when I buy these ones because I know they're a bit more than the usual, but still, I'm not spending that much. And when they do things like that, it just frustrates me so much. Anyway, moving on. It then comes to his bicep. Now, he's got a double joint, but it's very peculiar. If I can just get him to go down a bit so I can show you, maybe? No, okay, sod it. I'll just angle him. Right, okay, so he's got a single cut to there. And that's just using this one peg. And I think that's quite ample, to be honest. You know, he's got a big bicep, so you can't really expect him to go too far. But then they've done this really peculiar joint, which just comes out and it goes to there. And you can, if I can get the angle right, stupid shoulders, go all the way back. And fair enough, you can now grab his knife much easier, but you've got this gaping kind of like, I don't even know what that's supposed to be. Is that some kind of deformity or something? It just does not look right. And I'm never ever going to be displaying my figure with that sticking out. I might do that much, just to give him that little bit extra, but never going to get it out that far, so God knows why they've done that. Man, players just really struggle when it comes to joints, don't they? Okay, and then he's got a double ball, same as Sheva, but his are very hindered by the actual sculpt, so you can't really get much flex in it. It doesn't go up and down much at all, like a couple of millimeters, so it's basically just a cut. As I said, this one doesn't have a peg. I might actually sculpt it and warm it into another gun hand. I haven't decided yet, but yeah, his right hand in the gun hand does have the peg for the weapons. Right, onto his ab crunch now. You've got to be careful with this because, like I said, of the wire that feeds down here. goes into his back pocket there. You'll be careful not to snap that. His ab goes forward quite nicely. It's not massive, but it goes down that much. That's my sister's dog, sorry. But it goes back about that much. You get a little bit of rotation in it, but these straps are actually attached at the lower part of the waist and the top part, so you can't do a full 360 because they'll just snap. They don't really hinder it because it's kind of more of his muscle definition which hinders it, but still. Then you've got a waist cut, so you've got a full 360 again, but the wire, you have to be careful, so you can't really get more than that, else you're going to snap that wire. And then you've got rubber crutch piece, so it doesn't hinder the hip articulation at all, so you can get a nice Spartan kick of that, and then a side kick of that, so that's very good. And then he's got a double jointed knee, which is hidden quite nicely by the pad, so it doesn't look as bad as some playouts guys I've seen. And then finally, right, and his boot can go from about there to there. Not a massive range because it's restricted by his hard plastic on the thing, on the trousers. Does rotate, but again, from there to there, and then finally you have like an ankle pivot kind of where it cut just there. You can see that clearly. You can go to there, to there. So that's his articulation. Quick comparison with some other playouts, guys. Sheva, obviously. Batman. Kratos. And then Solidus, kind of on the edge there. So it fits in quite nicely. Still, Bat's the shortest. I need a new Batman, or I need to make him taller. He's just he's such a short ass right now for some reason. I have no idea why. I'm thinking of getting the Arkham City Batman. Might be a bit bigger. I've heard he is, so we'll see. Do you recommend this figure? Yes, but I don't know if you can find him cheap. I do not think he's worth £189 whatsoever. He's a great sculpt, and if you love Resident Evil, he is kind of a must-have. And as soon as I can figure out something to do with his shoulders, I'm going to let you know. I kind of figured something with Solidus, but not happy with it, so I'm going to do something else, and then I'll let you know. It kind of makes me cry cutting these figures up because they're so expensive. It's like, oh, what am I doing? But you know, you're not happy with it, I'm not happy with it. So anyway, there's my review. I hope you guys liked it. Here's a great figure, and like I said, I'll let you know as soon as I can figure something out about them. God knows what, but yeah. Anyway guys, as per usual, thanks a lot for watching, and I will catch you later. Bye bye.